Welcome to GameStop. Can I help you?
I'm here to pick up the new Madden game.
All right, sir. Here you go.
Excuse me? You're far too old to be playing video games. Give that game to my son, or you'll regret it.
r/EntitledParents. Our first story we'll be reading today, entitled Mom Demands Game. Then She Demands My Game, from user Bucks1Fan, age 6. After that, entitled Lady Thinks I'm a Pushover, gets pushed out of the spa, from user Rock'n'Roller93. After that, entitled Roommate Needed Me to Watch Her Baby while she went out on a date on my birthday, from user Beautifully Creative. After that, entitled Cousin Tries to Steal My Stuff, from user BlueBoom420. And then we'll be wrapping up with Karen Rees because she thought I got her baby, from user Nexpert72. Thank you so much to our authors for letting us read your stories. And if you're an author who would like me to read your stories next, please submit them to the r/Mr. Reddit subreddit. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for new stories every single day. Entitled Mom Demands Game. Then She Demands My Game. Oh boy, what a day I had. I have an entitled parent story for you. Too long didn't read on bottom. Backstory. Madden 20 came out on July 31st at GameStop if you pre-ordered it. I have the Superstar Edition. I'm also a 32-year-old guy who is a gamer at heart. No, I don't live with my mom. I'm happily married, I have a 2-year-old, and I work 60+ hours a week. Cast. We've got me, Madden Extraordinaire. We've got GameStop Worker. We've got Entitled Mother. We've got Nice Kid, not entitled. On to the meat and potatoes of the story. I just got off of work at 11 a.m. after working a 12-hour shift. I decided to drive to my local GameStop to pick up my order of Madden 20. I went in and it was completely empty except the worker who I found out later was the store manager. So I went up to him, showed my receipt I have that proves I pre-ordered my copy. As I'm talking to the GameStop worker, in waddles our entitled mom with her kid, who looks like he was around 12. She had the look of a Karen, and I swear she was as big as a walrus. She comes over, literally pushes me out of the way, and talks to the GameStop worker.
Yes, I want to get that new football game you have.
Worker says, "Okay, ma'am, you will have to wait your turn, as I'm dealing with this gentleman."
I don't care. You take care of me first. Now!
I tell the worker, "It's okay, go ahead." Entitled mom tells me very snobbishly,
Good. You look too old to be playing video games anyways, boy. I think you should give me your game for free. Video games rot the mind, and it is the devil's lair.
Nice Kid tells his mom, "Mom, please don't do this again."
Shut up, son. You want your darn game, and you will get your darn game. This man has it.
Then she looks at me, and before she says anything, I said, "Why should I give my game up to you after I worked and paid for it with my hard-earned money? Furthermore, if it is the devil's lair and rots the mind, then why are you giving it to your son?"
Because my son is a good kid and gets good grades in school this week.
If your son is in school, then he is in summer school, which means he didn't do good in school. Sorry, try again.
It's his birthday.
Okay, even if it is his birthday, I don't know him from Adam. Entitled mom started getting louder towards me.
Just give me the game now, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't tell me what to do. Do you know who I am?
I don't care if you are Mother Teresa. There is no way you will get this game from me. Worker says, "Both of you, calm down. Ma'am, you need to leave now. Sir, Here's your game. I'm sorry for GameStop worker gets cut off.
I want to see your manager now.
Worker walks to back room, then comes out in 5 seconds and says to entitled mom, Ma'am, I am the manager. As far as I'm concerned, you will not get this game. And furthermore, you are banned from this establishment. So I advise you to leave these premises or I'll call the authorities on you. Do I make myself clear? Entitled mom was standing there, white as a ghost, and trying to make a good comeback, but couldn't. Nice kid tells me, I'm sorry for everything here, you guys. It's not your fault. Just don't grow up to be like your mom. Entitled mom got her nerve again.
Don't tell my boy what to do. You jerk! I'll sue you for this.
Worker says, That's it. I warned you. I'm calling them now. Entitled mom tries to take my game, but I'm way too quick for her.
Help! Help! He has robbed me and hurt me.
I'm laughing so hard it hurt at the time. You have to the count of 3 to get out.
I'll sue you for this. Both of you.
Good luck. She grabs her kid and ran out. Me and the GameStop worker started laughing about the whole situation and started talking about the game. I went home, played Face of Franchise, was drafted first overall by the Dolphins. Oh, and if anyone wants to use this on YouTube, they have my full permission. Next we've got Entitled Lady Thinks I'm a Pushover, Gets Pushed Out of the Spa. Hi Reddit. This is my first post, but not my first experience meeting or dealing with entitled people. I'm on mobile, so forgive any spelling errors. The phone sometimes does not catch up to my brain or fingers and autocorrects, so please let me know if I can do better in my posts. A little backstory. My family travels and works internationally, but I am the only one that stays in the States to work domestically. I work at a financial firm and am almost constantly working overtime. As such, my mom and I got a great deal on a spa near our house that has all the features we need to relax. Sauna, steam room, jacuzzi, and showers, you name it. The hotel that works with the spa will get lots of events from weddings to bachelorette parties to birthdays. And as a member of the spa for the past 3 years now, I have gotten to know the people who work there and try to frequently go to take advantage of quiet relaxation after a long day of work. Trust me, I'm not the entitled person in this story. The cast is me, yours truly, the marshmallow enigma. Entitled woman who's never respected another human being in her life, I suspect. And we've got the woman's friend who's not as entitled. And we've got the spa attendant. After working a 4-hour overtime stint every day for the past week, I went to the spa to do a face mask, take a nap, and shower before heading home to fix dinner for my mother. I get my things from the locker, my robe, face mask, and phone, and lay them on one of the 2 beds in the jacuzzi area. One of the beds had another woman relaxing in it, so I took the other bed and reserved it by putting my stuff down. I jumped in the jacuzzi and relaxed in the hot water for a good 5 minutes before this woman, the entitled woman of our tale, comes in. I watch from the water as she starts chatting with the woman, her friend. I just zone out and try to relax in the water, but something in the back of my head nags at me to watch her. After a brief talk with her friend, she looks to the bed with my stuff on it. Without calling out to ask whose items are on the bed, or gently move the items off to the side table nearby, what does she do? She pushes my stuff onto the floor. My iPhone, in its clunky protective case, clatters to the tile floor, making a resounding crash in the empty room. I stared horrified at her. My phone was inches from the jacuzzi when it clattered down and stopped. I was so scared it would fall in the water. I get up out of the jacuzzi, towel off, and grab my phone to make sure it was okay. Everything was working and there were no cracks, so I was thankful. but still livid at her audacity. As I got closer to pick up my stuff and put on my robe, I noticed that she was sitting up straight and staring at my stuff wide-eyed. I looked over at her, reclining in what was my bed, and laughing. When I grabbed my stuff off the floor, entitled lady turned to me and, with a malicious smirk, said,
"Oh, did you need this bed?"
I just glared at her and said no in a clipper tone before walking off. I know I should have snapped at her about almost busting my property and disturbing the spa peace, but I was taught better than to entertain a petty person like her. After that, I thought I had seen the last of her and could enjoy the rest of my day relaxing in peace. But you all know what subreddit this is. I decided to ignore her and put on a paper face mask I had brought from home. I then proceeded to head to my silent sanctum, my napping chamber, the inhalation room. It's a spacious room that has oil diffusers releasing lovely aromatherapy scents for people to breathe in and relax. I go in for the occasional long nap, set my phone for an alarm to go off in 2 hours, and proceed to sleep soundly. About an hour into my nap, I hear the door open and someone sit down on the bench near me. I am on a wide bench, optimal for napping, and the other bench is a bit thinner and for just seating multiple people. Can you guess who entered the sanctum? If you said entitled lady, congrats, you're right. I don't know who entered at this point, but after a few minutes, I hear a huffing sound. Not a huffing sound as in someone is breathing deeply. This person was sighing loudly, exasperated because she was trying to get my attention. Finally, she says in an irritated tone,
"Are you going to move over or not?"
I turn my head to her without moving the rest of my body, half asleep and ticked. I see it's the entitled lady from before, and said, "No, you are already sitting, and I'm happy where I am."
"I don't have enough room. Besides, you don't need all of that space."
I'm not moving. You already took my bed out there and almost broke my phone. I'm trying to relax, and you are making that difficult. It's not your fault you can't fit. Apparently, this was the wrong thing. She huffed and stomped out of the inhalation room, leaving me alone. I thought I could chalk it up to a win and go back to sleep, but no. Oh no. A few minutes later, I get a knock on the inhalation room door, and in pops the spa attendant. I was confused. "Hello?" Spa attendant. "Hello, ma'am. I'm sorry, but we have received a complaint from one of the other guests that you have been disturbing this lady." Wait, what? I was shocked and took off my mask since all of the hydration had left and took a good look at the spa attendant. She was someone that had been recently hired by the spa a few months prior. I had met and talked to her once in a while, but never in this situation. When I removed my mask, she instantly recognized me. "Oh, Miss Rock'n'Roller 93, I didn't know it was you. I'm sorry, but do you know this lady?" I look around her to see the entitled lady looking smug, but also confused that we knew each other. I got the best idea and decided to play up the innocent charm to 100. "That lady? She has been harassing me all day. I was going to the jacuzzi and set my stuff on a bed to sleep in later. She comes in, tosses my stuff to the floor, and proceeds to take the bed. I let her have it since I didn't want to cause any trouble and decided to come in here instead to sleep. Then she comes in and tells me to get out so she can have the room." My eyes are kind of burning with unshed tears as I recount our encounters, more angry than anything, but playing it off as sadness. I'm confused. I've never had a problem napping here before. Am I not supposed to be here? No, Miss Rock'n'Roller 93. You are okay to be here.
"She's lying. I'm here to relax, and she's been badgering me and getting in my face the entire time I've been here. Why are teenagers even allowed in this spa?"
Insert famous "ree" that echoed off of the walls of the spa. Me, now frustrated. I am not a teenager. I am a 26-year-old woman with every right to be here as you do. Use your inside voice for heaven's sake. You're in a spa. Just as it looked like we would be stuck in a statement of he said, she said, the entitled lady's friend piped up. Her friend. Entitled lady, you're making a scene. You did knock her things to the floor, so stop trying to deny it, and let's just enjoy the rest of the day. After that comment, the spa attendant's head whipped over in their direction with a smile that didn't reach her eyes and said, Really? Please tell me more. Entitled lady then lost all of her smugness and paled when she realized she was not getting away with her complaint. Her friend then proceeded to tell the spa attendant everything that happened. Afterwards, the spa attendant apologized for disturbing me and that she would take care of everything. I relaxed back to sleep, still fuming at the whole situation. I got to nap longer than anticipated and showered before getting ready to head out. I saw another attendant who also had an awful experience with the entitled lady. Apparently, the entitled lady tried to get her fired for not getting her towels or bringing her stuff to the pool earlier that day. It wasn't in the attendant's job description, and she kept her job. She was thrilled when she heard the berating the lady got from the spa attendant and the manager after entitled lady had disturbed me. She also heard my jabs earlier, but couldn't act as a witness to everything. Entitled lady was promptly kicked out, and her friend was allowed to continue her time in the spa. All in all, it was a crazy experience. My mother was so proud of me when she heard my story and was thrilled when she heard our next massage would be on the spa for the inconvenience. Hope you enjoyed my little tale of woe and slight payback. You have my permission to use this in a future video, and I hope to hear from you all soon. Next we've got entitled roommate needed me to watch her baby while she went on a date on my birthday. Hello, Mr. Reddit. First off, thanks for reading my previous story. I appreciate it. English is my first language, just sometimes a doofus. Now, for some context. We had a nightmare roommate that was also an entitled mother. If things weren't about her, she made them about her. This happened after I moved to where I live now. For more context, she is the daughter of one of my 2 roommates I live with now. Our cast. We've got entitled mom. She's the nightmare roommate and entitled mother. We've got her baby. And we've got me, OB. So, we had just had both my boyfriend at the time over and entitled mom's boyfriend pretty close together in time frames, and it was nearing my birthday. My other 2 roommates were leaving because entitled mom's mother was about to be a 3rd-time grandma, so they left to go see the birth of the other grandchild. I wasn't feeling particularly well due to having some stomach issues that I had been hospitalized for a few hours over a couple of days before the roommates left. She, entitled mom, knew this and that my birthday was coming up. She also knew I didn't have the energy to argue. She used this to her advantage. Remember how I said she had a boyfriend? Well, she apparently didn't care about cheating, even though he was the baby's father. I was laying in bed trying to stop feeling like I was going to be running to the bathroom when entitled mom steps into my room.
Hey, OP. I know your birthday is coming up, but I met a cute guy on Plenty of Fish. We set up a date on that day. Can you watch baby for me?
My reply, Sure, just bring me a bucket and don't forget my birthday dinner thing. She did so. I took a nap and forgot all about that conversation. Fast forward to my birthday. Entitled mom comes in and hands me baby. I am confused as I had forgotten the conversation due to being sick still and needing the medicine the hospital gave me still. So I ask her what's going on.
You agreed to watch baby while I go on a date.
She had on too much makeup, an outfit that I could have sworn wasn't hers, and shoes that didn't match the outfit. My reply, okay, it is my birthday though, and I would at least like you to remember the burgers since I can eat those now. I'm not happy you're making me take care of baby though, to be honest, as it is my birthday. I say in the least confrontational voice I can.
I don't care that it is your birthday. You got a cat, and I didn't for my birthday. As such, yes, I will bring the Burger King home, OP, but you better not bother me on my date.
Then you better change baby's diaper right before you leave.
Why? Are you trying to ruin my date?
No, just saying I don't want to do it, and making me agree to something while sick and tired is pretty low of you. She goes on a tangent about how much bull it was that I was trying to ruin her day. So then the guy shows up, and she goes to change her kid, yelling at me from the other room about how I am making her wait and making him wait too. Baby was an angel while her mom was out and didn't get too fussy. After Entitled Mom's date, she came back and my birthday Burger King was cold. I did my best not to lose it. After her date went home, I called my roommate and got revenge by mentioning it was my birthday and that Entitled Mom made it about her. Moral of the story, if someone is sick, don't try to force them to agree to anything. Also, if it is someone's birthday, respect that instead of trying to make it all about you. Next we've got Entitled Cousin Tries to Steal My Stuff. Hey Mr. Reddit and the Re-Army. I've been watching your videos, and I got a crazy one for you. Sorry for any mistakes. I'm on mobile and first post here on this subreddit. Anyways, some backstory. I got my dream room for my 16th birthday. Not to brag, but I got a gaming PC with 2 monitors, Razer keyboard and mouse, big Samsung TV with Xbox and PS4 collectibles, pop figures, and much more any teen could dream of. Now my mom invites people over, which annoys me because kids always enter my room and want to play with my stuff. I can get easily angry, so I try to be as nice as I can and tell them no. But one kid couldn't take no for an answer. Now meet our cast. We've got Entitled Cousin. We've got Entitled Aunt. We've got me, Lazy Dragon at McDonald's. And we've got Awesome Dad. Now on with the story. I'm playing some games when Entitled Cousin enters my room without knocking. Entitled Cousin.
Oh,
What?
you have a cool room.
Thanks, I guess.
Can I play on your Xbox?
No,
Why?
because I said so. Now get out.
Not unless you let me play on your Xbox.
I said get out! Entitled Cousin now starts crying and runs out of my room, and I thought that would be the end of it. No, son, we were just getting started. Not 69 seconds later, Entitled Aunt storms into my room.
Why did you make Entitled Cousin cry?
Jeez, Grandma, calm down. Entitled Cousin cried 'cause I told him to get out.
I'm no grandma. Now let my son play, or else.
Me, trying to savage. What are you going to do? Spank with a magical fairy wand?
No, I'm telling your dad.
Meanwhile, we're arguing. Entitled Cousin thought it was a good idea to steal my most favorite pop figure Reaper from Overwatch and my Xbox. Entitled Cousin stormed out of the room and went after him, not before tripping over and breaking my Xbox. I was livid. What the heck? You jerk! You're lucky your mom is here. Entitled Cousin bawling his eyes out.
I wanted your Xbox.
I don't care! After that, Entitled Mom slapped me and kicked me to the ground.
How dare you talk to my angel like that?
My dad saw I had been kicked to the ground, and this is where Entitled Aunt screwed up. My dad is 6'10" and a bodybuilder. Why did you kick my son?
Your son stole my son's Xbox, and he pushed him to the ground.
That's my Xbox that he took, and he tripped, and you blame me for this?
Yeah, you little jerk.
Dad gets upset. Listen, you've got 5 seconds to leave this house.
But
5 seconds. At this rate, entitled cousin and entitled aunt stormed out of the house, and I've never seen them since. My dad checked on me, and no pain and no shame, just a mark. I'll probably post here another time, but who cares? Edit. My family is rich, so I got my dream room like I wanted. And yes, I got a new Xbox with the same memory card. And our final story of the day. Karen rees because she thought I got her baby. This is sort of a mixture between pro-revenge and entitled parents. Backstory. Now, I am one of only 2 people in my school who bikes there every day, the other being my friend. Despite the small amount of pedestrians, drivers are quite used to looking out for us. Along the road where my school is, there is a primary school, so you can imagine the bedlam that we encounter every day as many people, including a few Karens, rush with their kids to the school. Our cast. We've got me. We've got my friend. We've got entitled mom. We've got her kid. We've got the other parent. And we've got the tutor. Main story. This happened a long time ago, so some of the details may be a bit hazy. I only became aware of these subreddits recently. I had just gone to pick up a friend from his house, which I had done every day. Waiting aimlessly, I noticed a mother, entitled mom, dragging their screaming kid along the street to the school just along the road. This was no anomaly. I'm quite used to seeing this, as it happens at least twice a week from an assorted number of kids and pupils. Once friend came out of his house, wheeling his bike alongside him, we set off almost at once on the left side of the road. We are British and drive on the left, in other words, the correct side. As we approached the crossing for the primary school, I saw entitled mom and her kid crossing it. Soon we were both close to the crossing. I was riding in front, and kid had escaped the clutches of entitled mom and ran out into the road directly in front of me. I jammed on the brakes just when kid was paralyzed in shock. She had just noticed what she had done. I came to a halt about 3 centimeters from her feet. Enter entitled mom.
what are you doing?
I assumed she was talking to her kid.
Why did you just crash into my baby?
I quickly realized she was shouting at me. What? I didn't.
I just saw you slam into her. You purposefully did it. You rode on that path just to get to my baby.
She said all of this, pointing her acrylic nails right at me. In situations like this, I try to keep as calm as possible, preferring to use reasoning instead of screaming at her. I didn't do anything of the sort. I was riding along the road. Entitled mom marches up to me.
Yes, you did. You're just lying to get out of trouble.
My friend. Obviously. Of course, it seems perfectly reasonable for him to be on the road instantly after he hit someone on the path, with the person he hit standing on the road and seems in good health. Of course it doesn't, you daft jerk.
Don't use language like that in front of my baby.
The hypocrite. Her kid says,
Mommy, that nasty boy just hit me.
which I didn't.
I know, sweetie. I'll make sure he gets put in jail.
Kid grinned maliciously. Entitled mom pulled out her phone and opened it. Just as she began dialing what I presume was the police number, I couldn't see the keypad. A man who we shall call Other Parent, or P for short, came striding from the path.
What the heck is going on here?
Entitled mom.
That idiot purposefully hit my kid on the bike.
Bull crap. I saw the whole thing. You let go of your kid, and she ran off into the road where these bikers were. He didn't even hit her, you lying jerk.
How dare you?
She says a specialized Karen line.
I will make sure your child is expelled. I know the head teacher. We are good friends.
Get out of here, you jerk.
Me. Go ahead, call the police. But remember, There will probably be CCTV cameras observing every move.
Yes, and it will show you trying to hurt my kid.
At this point, I lost it. Taking a deep breath, I bellowed. Look, I didn't hit or harm them in any way. You're just a disrupting piece of crap who just wants to ruin someone else's day. Now, I don't care if you call the police, because you'll be the one getting in their car.
Why would they do that? You are delusional.
Let's think. Well, for disruptive behavior, falsely calling when it's not an emergency, and, my friend says, for false accusations. I just looked at my friend's watch. 9:15. We were 10 minutes late. Oh, we're late. He looked at his watch too. He looked up in fright. In unison, we both set off, swerving in and out of the others. The last I saw of the almighty Karen was her screaming,
Where are you going? I'll make sure you're put in prison.
Soon we arrived in school and ran to our tutor. Tutor, where have you both been? We'll explain afterwards. You better. Once the bell rang, Tutor beckoned us to her desk. Explain yourselves. We did. Every single detail. Once we had finished, Tutor said, Okay, I will report this to the head, and he will notify the primary's head in turn. It will be dealt with appropriately, so run along to your first lesson. The next day, Tutor told us that the Karen got a hefty fine of 1,000 pounds. Every time she saw me, she gave me a filthy look, which gave the typical Karen expression,
I'll get you back for this.
To which I replied with a wide, sarcastic, ingratiating smile. And so, another Karen gets what she deserves. Mr. Reddit, I give you full permission to use this story. And congrats to our re-generals of the day, Random Country Gamer, Chissy Spider, and The Proclaimed. Become tomorrow's re-generals by dropping as many re's as you can in the comments below.